shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the...
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many? 7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To the air, Allen. It's complete to Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cook up the gut. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Second and 1 now from the 21. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Josh Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 43, 15.
3rd and 3.
Hey, 57, 57.
Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Christian Watson, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Now he's loose down the left sideline. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you get 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown! Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens and things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Here is 3rd down and 4. Allen going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Hey, tight.
Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, CD, you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game. I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He goes once again right back to Hardy. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast.
And now off to the races down the right side. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Finding space at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Alert! All 52.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to 1st down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes will try again on second down. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Yellow.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
15. Yellow.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And the tackle by Balen Spector. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Yellow. 15, yellow.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got Mingo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And even 100 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Come back.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got it. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score, Chiefs 42, Bills 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter with Cook, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. In motion is Hardy. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
On 3rd down, Murray. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. That one caught by Rice. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow, yellow. Hero 15.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Go.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Down the right sideline, inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Running left to give to Pacheco. The 20. And bulldozing his way through. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leo Chanel coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And now here's another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Pacheco. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To the air, Allen. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Leo Chanel able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. There's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 181 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
At the 35-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.